Recently, I took a trip to Niagara Falls for my wife's birthday here in Canada. Then I had to fly to England for a family emergency. All in the span of 5, 6 days, I just got back, and I could tell you guys a lot. Like for the first trip for Niagara Falls, it was just 1 day overnight, and these hotel prices are absolutely crazy. We drove from Toronto to Niagara Falls. It's just an hour and a half away. It's just like a good little getaway for a night during a weekday. And these hotels, they charge so much for money, Wi-Fi, and just parking. They try to charge $40 for parking. They charge like $5 for two extra bottles of water. Like, do they want us to dehydrate? Do they want us to starve? They don't want. Do they want us to be alive? Like, they have a spa. They have, when you go to a spa, and then you go in the pool, you go in the hot tub, you tend to get dehydrated. Okay, that's normal. It's included in their amenities, and we had to pay. Actually, no, it wasn't included. We had to pay extra for the spa. That's first off. But don't you think when you include the spa, you should be providing people with water so they don't dehydrate the next day? And that day, I had some unfortunate circumstances. There was a death in the family, so I had to fly to London. I had to fly to London that same night when I went back to Toronto, and I didn't get that much sleep. I was dehydrated, and these guys didn't want to give me water in the hotel. They had to pay more and more for it. It was like actually like I don't know. This capitalism has gotten way too far. So I had to pay for parking, faster Wi-Fi, and I had to get more bottles of water for me and my wife, and that was like $70 to $100 Canadian extra on top of that. So for that hotel, we paid about 350 Canadian or 360. I'm not sure because it was about 250 Canadian originally. And that's like, I'm not sure how much USD that is. I think that's about 240, 250. I'm not too sure. But just for a stay at the hotel, just to have decent Wi-Fi, like the Wi-Fi I use at home, and to have a couple bottles of water. And it's not unlimited water, by the way. And just to park, just so I could go downstairs and park, I had to pay $360 Canadian, and it was crazy. And then I also had to fly to London the next day. Things happen, and what I noticed is that like flying out to London is that almost everybody in the plane, they were old. It's like young people are not traveling anymore. Middle-aged people are not really traveling or going on vacation. It's like the world has changed. Everyone has to work so hard, and they're not getting what they're working for. Like back then, if you worked hard, let's say this was in the 80s or 90s, you made it automatically. Put your head down for a year or two, you're making it. That's it. You get to enjoy your vacations and stuff like that, and you keep working hard. Nowadays, like, you have to keep working hard continuously and continuously. I'm not trying to sound like a boomer, and I'm not trying to sound ungrateful, or sorry, I meant to say doomer. I'm not trying to sound like a doomer, and I'm not trying to sound ungrateful, but like, bro, I feel bad for the younger community, bro. The younger guys, like, I'm born in 96. Everyone born in like 2000 and after that, I really feel bad for you guys. And here in Canada, bro, oh my God, it was so bad, the economy. Like, all the jobs were taken by immigrants and stuff like that. I'm not bashing immigrants because I'm an immigrant too. But everyone has been working extra hard, and the economy has been trash. Everyone's complaining about the government for the last few years. And the government is really messing us up over here. And yeah, I'm combining all the factors together, and it's like, bro, no one's going on vacations anymore. Back then, bro, like, you could go on 2 vacations a year, no problem. You would get paid for it. Now it's like, bro, everyone going on vacations are boomers. They're over 65, and it's like, I'm not sure if it's because of their age or the economy. I'm not sure it's because, like, they benefited much more than we did because of their time and, their investments and their house and all that stuff. Or I'm not sure if it's just because the economy's trash. I really don't know what's going on. I don't know if we're going to be that rich when we're old, Who knows if they're rich, but at least they're wealthy enough to go on vacations. You don't have to worry. Because even when I travel to, like, places like all-inclusives to Jamaica and Dominican, everybody there is old. It's like 70-80% of the people are old. And there's a few families traveling and a few younger people. But, bro, it's like all the old people have money here. It's like they invested in the right places and the money went up properly, just in time, so they can, just so they can capitalize off it, just so they can get all their money, just so they're the ones that have all the good stuff. And making it harder for us to make money, making it harder for us to buy houses. And bro, I just see it when I'm traveling. I see it when I'm working. I see it everywhere. It's so obvious now. It's just an imbalance. I really hope we all get wealthy at that age and have money and time to, travel and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm not sure if it's just their age or the wealth gap or the economy, but something crazy is going on. Hopefully by next video, I do some research and I figure that out for you guys. And going back to the point, I want to expand to you guys that, bro, normal people, average people, they're not going on vacations anymore like they did before, bro. All these vacations, hotels, they've gotten way more expensive. They're either going and getting their debt high, or they're not going at all. They're trying to save money. And in life, bro, it's good to, travel, get vacations every now and then, clear your head. It's going to help you out a lot. It's going to change your perspective in life. It's going to give you like a good break, a good little, it'll give you a good breather from your work. It's absolutely worth it. But these guys, bro, these hotels, these companies, corporations, these flights, they're making it so expensive. Now when we fly, in Canada, we have to pay for our first checked bag. You see that big luggage that we carry that's just under 50 pounds? We have to pay for that. And it's crazy. When I was flying to London, I had to pay for that. And even in the flights, when we're flying, and there's videos, they're showing videos, it's this 8-9 hour flight. What are we gonna do? Are we gonna sleep? Some of us can't sleep. I can't sleep on flights. So for those videos, for them for us to listen to those videos that they have on the plane, we have to pay for headphones. They are trying to charge us for headphones. It's like, bro, what are we supposed to do? Nowadays, they're charging us for a checked bag. They're charging us for headphones. They're charging us to have some leg room. It's like, what are we supposed to do? Everything is, they're charging us for literally everything. Capitalism has gotten way too far. And me, I'm very privileged and blessed and lucky to be in a position where I am, to where, I can afford 1-2 vacations a year. I can afford an emergency flight, But I still have to work harder next week and, the next month, try to make that money back. But I'm actually so blessed for that. And many people aren't. So, I'm very thankful. And for the people that aren't blessed enough or lucky enough, bro, I feel so bad for them, bro. They're just making a bigger debt. They're just ruining it for them. Let's say you have a family member that just passes away from another country. You really want to go to the funeral, connect with other people, and then you have these dickhead airlines trying to charge you for a checked bag after you spent almost $1,000, and then they're charging you for Wi-Fi on the plane. They're charging you for they're charging you for headphones just to enjoy a 6-7 hour flight. It's like, bro, these people have gotten way too far. What are we absolutely doing, bro? It's like the French Revolution. The people that protested in France 200-300 years ago, bro, they were right, bro. Something has to change. You know what? Capitalism has gotten too far. It can continue for 5 years, 10 years, but if they keep doing this for 15, 20 years, they're gonna create a huge divide from the wealthy people and the unwealthy people. It's gonna cause a huge rift. The unwealthy people, bro, they're not gonna take this shit. They're creating a huge gap between the poor and the unpoor. It's like the middle class is gonna go away soon at this rate. And it's like, bro, they're doing it to themselves. I don't know why they're doing this. They're just ruining it for everyone else. The corporate greed has gone crazy. And yeah, that's it. That's all I have to say, bro. I'm not trying to sound like a doomer. I'm just telling you guys, save your money, but enjoy life every now and then. It's really hard to give you guys advice from everything going on. I'm just trying to tell you guys to save your money right now and try to get in the rich category. Try to work a good job, get a good education, get good skills. But yeah, it's getting harder and harder. But yeah, man, something has to change in society with capitalism. Something really has to change.